All right. Awards from the week. Gablett Areas. Best on ground of the week. For me, it was Thriller. I thought he dominated. Like, he only had like 15 points or something, right? But I felt like the way that he can sort of conducted that forward line was awesome. He kicked 3 goals or whatever, but like you've got bags of goals. You've got like Norton going off. You've got Bont, absolute Gablett Areas. Petracca, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
The way that Thriller just went about his business, and like they had no one who could really contend with him. And at times it was like man amongst boys kind of vibes. I'm like,
yeah,
Thriller's doing it. He's doing it. Let's go. Come on. And like I was all over it. I'm like, this is great. And then obviously we usually do on NBA Australia, we do the performance of the night. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Zach Williams gets the that's not a knife. It's like, Tom Lynch, how many goals are you going to miss? Hey, Captain Patrick Cripps, how many goals are you going to miss? Oh, that's all right. I'll just kick this one from like 48 out on an angle and like seal the win. Is that all right? So Zach Williams probably gets the that's not a knife. But I thought Thriller was just so dominating that it rocked. Bont's the obvious choice. Daicos got a case of like leather poisoning as well, but
33 and 2 goals.
Not bad. But Thriller was great. Loved his game. Thought he was fantastic. Like Noah Anderson actually before he went off as well was carving it up for the Suns. But yeah, I'll give it to Thriller. Who you got?
Well, I was tossing up whether I give this one out mainly because he played in a losing team or save it for better than Bootsma. But I'm going to go with Max Hall.
Oh,
I thought he could have almost won the game for him there. And just as equally, we go back to our mate who we were talking about earlier, Jacob Van Rooyen. 6 goals there. So there's quite a few you could go through there. But I like Thriller. I think that's definitely one out of the box there. Bont, as you said, Bont and Petracca, 2 massive games again. Both could quite easily have 6 Brownlow votes to this stage. And then Daicos, like, how do you fault him? Like they played an average game and he still come out with 33, 2 goals. Best could have 6 Brownlow votes himself, considering they use the stats now. So,
yeah, I think the Thriller thing just sort of stood out to me because that sort of power forward who can control like a vast area.
Yeah,
it's like that Wayne Carey, Matthew Richardson kind of Barry Hall
presence. Yeah,
that sheer just like this is my space.
Yeah, you get in the way and I'll eat you.
Guess what's going to happen if you get in my row?
And this is where using the stats for the Brownlow votes is just ridiculous because you could have someone like Thriller who only has 10 touches, he kicked 3 goals, 2. So let's say he kicks 3, kicks 5 goals, takes 7 marks, but just brings the ball to ground and creates another 4 or 5 goals. Exactly. But he doesn't get a vote because he didn't get 30 touches.
Yeah,
it's just dumb.
We're going to throw in the NFL Australia. Who are you going to buy a beer this week? This one was easy for me because I saw Link McCarthy back out there, like a couple of
that's awesome.
Couple of knees out there. He's like that. Link McCarthy just needs a beer.
Yep.
Right. All that rehab. I've spent 12 months rehabbing an Achilles that I never tore, but it was just like I'm just that old that they're like, if you don't do something about this, it will tear. I'm like, oh, I don't want that to happen.
It might fall off altogether.
I should be serious about this. But to come back from 2 knees is crazy. And good on him for coming back. That's awesome. And the other one was Jack Gunston. Like that is
just ages like a fine wine.
Has he got 9 goals through 2 weeks or whatever it was? Like
I think so, yeah.
It's absolutely absurd what he's doing.
He never looks like missing. He's got to have the best kicking action in the game. He's just I think he missed one that looked like he would normally have kicked it on Friday night. And I was just like, oh, thank God. But 5 goals, he didn't even break a sweat. Like that's how, yeah.
So I'll buy him a beer just because he's so old and he's still that good. It's crazy. And like the Hawks sort of like it's one of these weird things. Like this is like a more metaphysical footy chat.
Yeah.
We need to move on from the veterans. We're going to move them on. Youth movement. Youth. You don't have to always do that, right? Like Jack Gunston, he kicked 70+ goals last year? Like absurd numbers, and he's already got 9 through 2 weeks.
He was on the scrap heap when he went to Brisbane for that year. Yes. And then he managed to somehow convince Hawthorn to pick him up because he didn't look like he could keep going. And then, 2 years later, he's kicked almost 100 goals over a couple of years, and he's doesn't look like slowing down. It's amazing. Good on him.
the way that forward setup in Hawthorn works as well, he's perfect. Like, you've got the two smalls, like between Ginnivan and Watson, you got Marbior and you got him. It's like just it feels like all of their midfielders kick goals as well. It's like, he's perfect. So I'll buy him a beer. Are you going to buy someone a beer here, Jez?
Look, I'm going to buy my man Zachy Merritt a beer.
Nice.
The ticker that boy has, he could probably put away quite a few before, and I'd be well under the table before he broke a sweat. So he's always got a fresh, cold, icy can of beer ready for him when I'm around. So
like it. Spud of the week. Spud. Tom Lynch. Best on ground for Carlton. 2 goals, 7, I think it was. And I think the 2 goals that he did kick, one was like a piss week free in front of goal. Another
That's
was
unlike Tom Lynch.
And so a little bit of staging going on in all parts of the Tom Lynch experience. And between he and Patrick Cripps, it's like, is there a slight angle? I'm good. No.
I swear Tom Lynch would have the most goals from free kicks if we looked it up, which let's just go with it. I reckon he's got the most goals from free kicks in the history of the game.
That's it. Done.
As you heard it here first.
Footy Unfilterated, we're big on numbers. So Ross Lyons, Spud of the week, 0-2, 0-2. The excuses for Ross, I love it. He can talk his way out of a wet paper bag. It's amazing how there's always something that he can sort of, it's fine, we're all good. It's like, you're 0-2. Like, give us a little bit of something.
I wonder if if they get to maybe 0-4 or 0-5, if he's going to be as funny to the St Kilda supporters. I'm not sure he will be.
That's it. Just saying. There's the classic, the hot seat. It's not hot. Yeah,
it's warm.
Yeah. Brad Scott, it's getting warm.
I think that after Friday night, it's gone from body temperature to the heated seats are cranked up on high. So you're getting there. I genuinely, I've always been like Brad Scott. I think he's got a plan. And then Friday I went, oh no, he hasn't got one.
Yeah, a plan.
I don't actually think he's got a plan. I think he might have left his plan at the AFL with rule changes and making sure we can't swear at umpires.
The plan, it does nothing. Nothing.
It was written in invisible ink.
It's I don't know. It's Don's fans, like, I don't know, Carlton, the Voss thing is always going to be there. My entire thing is Adam Simpson is right there.
John Longmire.
John Longmire's right there. I'm just
Ken Hinkley.
Adam Simpson grew up as a Carlton fan. I'm just like, just go get him. Right there, man. But you see sort of like the way that Essendon have sort of done this, the rebuild, etc. Brad Scott, we're going to be doing this. And like the chatter around it, however, and the game plan itself, the way they're punished so badly from turnovers, from defensive 50, it's brutal. Like, watching them is like, to be honest, being a Carlton fan, watching my horrible team, it makes me feel so much better when I then watch Essendon do
the Essendon.
Yeah, and like you just go, that's even worse than sometimes what we do. Like,
it's not good.
Not great. So Brad Scott, Spud of the week. Jake Stringer.
Yeah, he wasn't good, but this is a Jake Stringer experience.
It is. And Jason Horne-Francis in the Hornet Bowl.
The Ice Bath Bowl.
Did nothing against his old team for a year, so that was pretty fun. You got a Spud of the week there, Jez?
Well, I do. I'm going to give a special mention to, and I'll promise I'll stop picking on Geelong, but Danger. Because for someone who carries himself with the arrogance or confidence, you choose, that he does, he's sitting there when he's got 3 touches at three-quarter time, acting as if he is the Lord and Saviour of Geelong. I think he probably is not far away from pulling the pin. So he's a special mention, but the Spud of the night, and I saw him live, and he's one of your brethren. I'm sorry, but 2 metre Peter Wright, got to be one of the softest, most half-hearted efforts I've ever seen.
But he kicked the goal late. I was like, what is he doing now? He's popped up all of a sudden out of absolutely nowhere. It's like, I've got to And like the Bronx cheer that went up when he took a mark.
Oh, I was leading it.
Amazing.
Don't worry. And he has zero ticker. It's just, yeah. The other one we could probably buy a beer for, or maybe just a hard solo, is young Josh Gibcus. He spent a couple of years out, obviously from from Ballarat.
Yep.
And he spent a couple of years out, and I heard today that he's just signed a contract. I think it was either 2 or 4 years. I can't remember, but that's really good news. So they've obviously put a bit of faith in him, and it's good to see because he was a good young kid at St Pat's, and he's come through and he's playing some good footy. So, we'll buy him a mid-strength because he's still on his piece. So, not that we encourage that at all, Jim.
Not at all.
No.
Better than Bootsma for me. Harry Dean actually had a couple of good moments, a couple of shockers as well for the Blues, but I don't know. He certainly stands. I could just give this to Jagger every week, but he was incredible. 32, like his second game, he had 32 touches. Absurd. He's absolutely amazing. Leo Lombard as well, who I gave it to last week.
Good, yeah.
Another 2 goals, was very, very solid for the Suns. Harry Dean did a very good job, I think, down back. Had a couple of moments where he got caught behind. I just love every photo that pops up with Harry Dean, with his dad, Peter Dean, who is like one of my 95 Carlton Blues heroes, like playing off a halfback. And
so you wouldn't have seen it. Watching the game on Fox on Thursday night, and every time they crossed to Peter, he had this snarl on his face as if to say, "Get that effing camera off me." And I actually got scared watching it on TV. But his son plays exactly the way he used to play. He just gives zero Fs whatsoever. He doesn't look like he is worried about anything out there. He's like, oh, whoops, stuff that up, go back. He's going to be an absolute club legend, just like his old man.
For the Carlton fans, it's awesome that you get to see him and Jacob Wiedering play next. Like he just gets to learn from Jacob Wiedering for like a bunch of years.
Yeah, awesome. So, that is one definitely positive.
And then, like Tom Blamires, sorry. Blamires.
That's a pretty cool story, isn't it?
He was unreal. And what was the West Coast Eagles guy as well? Like out of nowhere, just cool, boom. They sign him up and off he goes. Tom Blamires just crushed it.
Yeah.
And
wasn't even on their list a month ago.
Literally a month ago.
Out of control.
He and the West Coast guy, was that Milan, what's his name? And
I'm just looking it up, but I can't remember.
They're both absolutely absurd as to how good they were in that round one. So I think like Tommy, for the North, like for the Roos as well, especially, like they sort of just need that undercurrent of just grunt dudes, and he's exactly what they sort of needed. Milan Murdoch for the Eagles.
That's the one. 22 touches, 2 goals.
Absolutely absurd against the Suns. So, yeah, I'll give them both, along with Harry Dean, better than Bootsma. What do you got, Jess?
I'm going to go with one of the young fellas from your adopted team, the Gold Coast Suns, Alex Davies.
Ooh.
So he had a pretty good game. He had 25 touches. He had 4 tackles and a goal. But he played a big part in the sort of defensive push in that midfield, sort of driving the ball forward. And I think he plays a really important role through that sort of midfield from defence push down into the forward line. So he always seems to be there and thereabouts. And I just thought his game, from what I saw of it, I didn't watch the whole game, but from what I saw of it and what I've read in the articles, I think he had a really good start to the season so far. So
the other one that spot is Joel Jeffries. He's the other one that sort of could pop up here too. Same sort of vibe as well, right, for the Suns, where just
28 touches for him as well.
Plenty of the pill, causing all sorts of havoc. Whereas like the Ullins, your man, I think Zeke had an absolute just rubbishy kind of game as well.
Bodie had 24, so he was okay. Yeah,
Zeke, not as good, right? So what did Zeke end up on?
Let's have a score.
5 touches. Yeesh.
Yeah. So after a really good start, he sort of dropped off a bit, didn't he? So,
but yeah, Joel Jeffries crushing it from the NC. All right, got some yeah nahs for you here, Jez. Real quick. These literally have to just be yeah or nahs. So 2 rucks. What do you reckon? Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Hawks did an absolute number on you guys with 2 rucks.
Oh, duh. I mean,
Ring a ding 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 ding. There it is. I think if you've got the sort of what was that? Meek and Reeves, right?
Yep.
Just running rings.
I think Reeves played the bulk of the time in there.
Yeah, and if you've got like something like it feels like these ruck rules have really benefited Tinglish, who can sort of I'm just like a bit tall, I'm a bit slight, I guess, but
Yep.
I can probably still tap it down to my dudes. Grundy wasn't as good this week, but still is very good. Cherry was fine, like crushed in Supercoach scoring at least as well. Like, yeah, I don't know. Max Gorm was awesome, but I don't know. The two rucks thing, it's just something to keep in mind. I'm like, we've got Pitto and not much else. Anyway, scoring, it's up. 20 points a game higher. Is that a good thing, Jez? Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah, all right.
Be silly if you said nah. Like, what do you want? What do you actually want?
Especially early. Like, I don't need defensive grind out games early in the season. I'm just like, entertain me. I'm excited to see footy pinging back and forth, just getting into the groove, hanging out. It's still warm out.
Yep.
We can have defensive slogs in the middle of winter. It's going to be fine. It's all good. For now, shootouts, laughing. Lions, 0-2, worried. Yeah, nah.
Not yet.
All right.
Nah.
All right. Yeah, I'm not worried either. Saints, 0-2, worried. Yeah, nah.
Yeah. But I don't think they are. That's the problem.
They should be a little bit more worried.
I think they're thinking about other things like what colour the sky is.
Playing opening round and then playing a team that didn't play opening round. Is that an advantage if you're Justin Longmore? Yeah, nah.
Yeah. I reckon it is.
Isn't it? I think Freo come over and they're just like, oh, yeah, footy. This is like our first game. And Geelong is like, we played last week. We've got a couple of, I don't know, extra quarters in our legs, and they ran over the top of them. So,
and a free look at what they need to tweak real quick. So, yep, I tend to agree.
It is almost like, as we're about to hit on, our man Paul Arnie.
Hey, Paul. What's up?
Does the president of common sense get a run here? Because I can see a role with fixing opening round and possibly playing everyone twice. I love this idea about how, like, playing every team twice, like, the sheer, like, weight on the schedule is just going to suck, right? And I think we're at 24 games now. You can't really extend it too much. The opening round thing, though, like, what are we doing? I think Justin Longmuir are pointing this out and going, dude, they can sort of watch us and scout us, play a proper game, and then we have to play them. And they've got, like, an extra game worth of game fitness built into them, and we're sort of just like, hello, we're in Geelong.
Then if they miss out on the finals by one game or even percentage, like it has literally come down to the Dogs won 14 games last year and missed the finals, and it was based on percentage.
Yep. So I think the president of common sense, the vice president of common sense, would just basically be like, who is the opening round for? Like, are you making a like, because gather round is fantastic for the simple idea of like Adelaide, bang on, it's all in the one spot. It's awesome. You can see the built-in infrastructure around it, how it works. Opening round still feels like a slap together. Hey guys, you like footy, right? Everyone going, yes. And like everybody else just going, sir, we like footy more than those guys. Can we have footy? Which just seems weird that you're like excluding. I know that you're trying to grow the game, always grow the game. But you're excluding SA and WA out of like opening round, basically. You're like, this is just dumb. What are we doing here? So opening round should just be round one and just shut up. Like
I'll flag it. I'm gonna come up with an opening round plan in the next week or two. I'll put it together and I'll put it to you on the show. I've got some ideas. I've just got to write them down because I'm not very good at that.
Footy Unfilterated Brains Trust is on it.
I'll get on it and I'll have it sorted for you by, what are we at round? We're coming up to round 2. I'll have it sorted for you by Anzac Day.
You sort out opening round by Anzac Day. I'll sort out Andrew Dillon's hair and we'll be good.
I reckon that's a fair exchange right there. Footy Unfilterated, getting shit done.
I still don't know how we can have like so many chairmen of the AFL just not know how to get a haircut.
Well, you just go to JB Hi-Fi, you buy a set of clippers for $50 and you give yourself one.
The amount of money I spend on my beard and my
Oh,
hair versus what Andrew Dillon, Andrew Dillon and Gil McLaughlin before him, they probably spend just as much money as me at wildly fancier, shitter
they pay
hairdressing.
for that?
And I'm like, I can introduce you to a barber who'll just fix that and you'll look cool.
See, I reckon that the McLaughlins just go home to South Australia every now and again and get their mum to cut their hair.
I absolutely have.
Do you remember like the old bowl on the head and then they just trim around it?
Well, this
That's
is
got that vibe.
with all due respect to everyone who I know and love in South Australia. We all understand that they're at least 15 years behind the rest of the country. Like, it's just.
I'm pretty sure they just got Optus Vision over there.
I love them, but still.